Hello, everybody. My name is Buns, and welcome to another episode Build with me. But today we're going to be talkies. Or talking. I'm sorry. uh, uh, what is it? What is it? I think I got them at GameStop for that's like cheaper than Walmart, right? No, the next one. That's internal.
External.
Yeah, that looked like internal, the 450. Okay,
Yeah,
let's check out GameStop.
but that's not the thing for now. Now,
Ah,
if it was your typical game,
I don't know what game I want to get. Right now I want to figure out what to work on while we do a little streams.
this we decide later on then.
Yeah.
Because I really get
Nine. So fun fact: whenever you guys see me do a stream that's filled with me no talkies, typically I'll be on cycle, a home cycle, and that's what I'm on right now. So I apologize if you hear the thing go a little in the background, but maybe why to switch it up? Why to switch it up? Don't know what to do. We got the we got a couple of these little gas stations going around town with different Caribbean flags. This is the Jamaican flag. Then you go over to Moreno Plaza, and I believe that has the Cuban flag. Or it might even be Dominican flag. I don't know. Joe no say. But yeah, so this is a brand new neighborhood I've done recently. It's called Moreno Plaza. I did these signs on a video, and yeah, it is the Dominican flag. But yeah, so we got these little townhouses in the area with a bunch of apartment buildings. We also have the Cubano restaurant. It even got a little lechon. I tried to do a pig. I tried to do a pig design, but I don't know if it came out that way. um, they got a pigling head, but I don't think that would look right. Yeah, that's not gonna look right. I don't know. And over here, we got a little bit of other buildings. This way, we're going to add a. I think that this is going to be a mansion. Then we're going to have a cemetery right here. And then this over here is going to be an elementary school. Here's the middle school, and then over there's the high school. And then right across the street from the high school is going to be this massive ass this massive hotel. And over here we have another one of those restaurants, and it's called the Boriqueño. Very nice. Instead of the blue, you got the red going, and you got the black instead of the yellow to make the whole building pop. The whole building pop. And yet again, you have the lechon on the turntable. On the turntable. Here you have some new buildings going up, and today I was actually working on clearing out this lake that's gonna be over here. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Indeed. We have a little Chinatown district over here. Oh. No, we're gonna continue this area over here. These got some nice designed buildings over this way. And indeed. So I think we're gonna continue this design over this way. Just make it like these like northeastern brick style buildings with the storefronts on the bottom and the apartments on top. Just continue this design going through. Indeed. So that's what we're gonna do. Julio, Julio. Actually, no one. No, we're not gonna do that. I'm sorry, you guys are seeing my ADHD brain working real time. We recently got some new blocks of the sulfur and the cinnabar. I don't know what the hey a cinnabar is, but they're brand spanking new blocks, and we're going to be using them to do a little. I'm gonna call it a little neighborhood city hall, a little neighborhood town hall, and we're going to be doing one of them over here and on the other side. And Gachi Plaza is going to be the negative. So that's what we're going to be doing. So the Barrio Town Hall is going to be right here. I feel like I do have to have it at least like one bit facing this way. But that's what we're going to do. Now to start off, I'm going to be situating a nice like limestone like slab for it to sit on. And we're basically going to make it like really cute, really cute. But we got to make sure that it's symmetrical, so we're just going to, before I start, or before I continue, I should say, I'm just going to go in and replace these blocks. We'll count them. That's 25, 30, okay, so right here is 50. That makes it. Now we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. So the center of this block is right here. Want to make it nice and symmetrical, so we're going to be doing like right there, so that is 3 blocks off of that. So I was actually pretty close. And boom. Now that we have this area situated, that. We're gonna do there. Fix the sidewalk. And get rid of all these other blocks because we don't need them anymore. So this is corner number 1. We're gonna extend it this way a little bit. We're going to be doing the same thing on the other side. So we're gonna be adding some pieces of the building jutting out to create, like maybe like a sense of entitlement, I guess. But before we continue, we're gonna leave that there. But before we continue, we're going to just see where the middle is on this. 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. The way that I kind of tend to do my city is I just lay down the rows. Recently I cleared out this whole area. This used to be a massive like sea in the middle of the city, and I was like, what the hell? Because this is supposed to be a super flat, and I was like, Minecraft messed up royally, but I'll deal with it when I deal with it. I overreacted. ADHD brain was telling me this is gonna take forever. I got done within like a couple hours, which still is a long time, but it's gone. And now we got a brand new block. Okay, so this is the middle, which I don't want the building to go right up to the thing, but we're just gonna mark it as such. So we're just gonna extend this way. Yep. And we're gonna bring this down, and then this is going to be the I'm kind of taking inspiration of this building's design from another building I have in the city, where that building is the train station. Well, it's actually a bus station, but it looks like a train station. Because the story is, was supposed to be a train station, but then the city lost the budget, and now it just holds the buses. But almost there, almost. That's gonna continue this cap going around. Boom. So that's the front. Which being the front, I want to make sure that has like a nice grand vibe. So we're going to be doing a grand step, a grand entryway step. And then what I'm gonna do is we are going to be taking this block, capping it right there, and then we grab these and build up a pillar. Just gonna make the roof of this a nice smooth quartz. And I'm gonna just go over here and situate this. And have another faux pillar going like smack dab against the building. this floor this way. And then since it is Moreno Plaza, it's gonna have a nice red. It's gonna use this nice red brand new bricks as the doorway. I wonder if there's actually a pillar with a yellow brick, because I think that would look a little nicer. Nope. I feel like the closest I'll get is the bamboo. So we'll just add a bamboo column with this as the thing. Then come in with polished. Add that there. And I think I actually want the mansion to actually mimic. That would be a nice. Ooh, okay. Like maybe the family that built their mansion, they also donated the money to do this building, and so the whole barrio now just looks like this color. And it's known for this color when it comes to like city planning and all that good stuff. There should be some like this kind of match. A little off. I'm sure that eventually these people will come out with a with the color with the sulfur variants of their blocks, but for right now we're just gonna do this. This is actually gonna be 2 stories. It's down, over. What are we gonna do? We're going to wrap this little thing up. Then we're gonna get the deep slate tiles for the roof. That's thin. Then we go above it, send this up one. Frame like, okay. And that should be enough distance. Do that. 5, 6. Now this one I kind of want to mimic the there's a church I did recently for a neighborhood called Trinidad House in Tobago Village, and I think I want to kind of mimic that same window design. Now make it red. So we're gonna do that. We don't need that right now. So this. And just go through that, and then this, cap it off, separate these two things. Ibuchi.
Yeah, they're gonna
Ooh, ooh. The other day I was talking to this lady trying to figure out where her gas thing was, and at the end she came back around, and I was like, "Where was it?" And she was like, "It was under it was like under the floor mat," and I was like, "All those hours I spent playing Nancy Drew games, I never would have found it." So we are going to be doing this. We are gonna cap it off like that. Bring this up. Like that. Y también let's separate these in the middle, just to create like more panels in the glass, like that, and then same thing right here. And then I do these, these. I just want it to be like slightly above, like slightly taller the wall height from like the other buildings. Like right now it's just a block taller than my other 2-floor buildings, excluding the roof, because it's still gonna have a roof. So I'm gonna cap these off. Then so let's go here with the scope stairs. Do this over. Let's finish the picture. Let's extend the sidewalk over. Yes, in the front. You okay?
Yep. Just thinking. Figuring out how to open it up.
Mm-hmm. I got the area mapped out, so might as well just there. So get rid of that. This building looks like it was made by McDonald's. But it's like I kind of want it to be like there's this building in Buns where it looks beautiful. It looks absolutely gorgeous with this red and black design. So I kind of wanted it to have like that pop in a sense. But this just looks like it's just like I don't know. Maybe I'm just like looking at it too early in the project, but we'll see. Because it's like I would like for this to be a design shared between the two blocks that kind of symbolizes the unity. But right now it's just like what's going on over here. If anything, I could probably stick this building in my amusement park. It'll fit. It'll fit. Maybe not now because there's nothing else in the amusement park. But it's there. It's present. I don't know. Let me see something. We're just gonna dupe it from where it's at over just to see how the front of the building is gonna look. I'll decide based off of this front door right here. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know about. BRB. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this building. It's not it's not looking right though. I don't know. What's your perspective, Bun? What's your perspective? Are we doing mustard and ketchup? Are we doing... I don't know.
I like it. What you trying to build?
I'm trying to do the city hall. Not like the city hall, but like a little community center city hall type thing.
Hmm. Why? How do you feel about it?
I'm like, I want to try to use these new blocks, but I'm like, I don't know if they can be next to each other.
Maybe not.
Maybe not, yeah.
Maybe try a different combination. See?
Yeah, I think it's just the red. Um, what would be a good combination? 1180, 821. We're also gonna put some music on. Ha ha ha. Maybe. Let me see how that would look. I used to be so obsessed with cyan terracotta. Like it was like one of my main go-to blocks. Sin Nabar underscore bricks. Okay, that looks nice. Done.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do it this way. Oh,
I like the. I like that. What you think, though?
I think it looks nice.
Yeah.
E.
Gives it more of that, like,
Like a regal vibe, right?
regal vibe. Yeah.
And then, cause I still wanted a red aspect though.
Hmm.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to. Ooh. I think I'm just gonna add like extra windows right here. I can either do like an extra window, but I was kind of thinking of getting rid of this and situating maybe like a pop of red right here.
Ooh.
Right?
What you think? Yeah.
I think I'm gonna leave it there.
I like that. Different.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna add maybe like a red crown around the top of it. Just to keep that red going. Like, I think that that will look cool.
And the peak.
Oh, mean, it kind of looks like it's a royal building. And then to kind of create like the puffiness of the crown, we're gonna add like a half block there, so like a half slab going around. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm just figuring that puzzles.
Con alguien así como tú. I guess there's a bunch of different types of cities in Minecraft. I've always been more partial to the to like the full size city. That's always been my vibe that I try to go for. Oh, estos aquí. Don me gusta, es que aquí no queda nada, nada, nada.
There it is. Let's stick.
Llora, nene, llora, llora, todo el mundo tiene reemplazo. Llora, nene, llora, llora. It's gonna get to a point where I'm gonna feel like I wasted all this money because Minecraft's gonna slowly add everything that all these mods been adding all these years. And people are gonna be like, dang damn it, if I would have waited. But I don't know. I know I couldn't have waited. I needed my vertical half slabs.
I get that.
Because they're gonna come out with the wall stairs soon. And slabs. Right? They already made like a update about it. It's like, they sent out the screenshots. And it's like, with me, whenever there's a new drop of blocks going now on Minecraft, I always gotta there, so I always gotta do at least a brand new um build using those blocks. That's kind of why I wanted to mess around with this building and have them be like, like the main focal point of the building. But I know that at least on the inside, I could definitely do maybe a like Cinnabar could definitely be like a textured wallpaper on top of this. Kinda.
Ooh.
Right? And then do that throughout the whole building. At least the hallways. Also, I love the fact that, like, it's supposed to be like one gigantic city. And it's like, we do have a city hall, but at the same time, I'm over here like, ooh. Little village. I don't know.
No, it's cute.
Dame que ver, dame que ver. Okay, we are still gonna have these like little outdents or like pieces that are jutting out, but instead I'm just gonna have to move them a smidgen. Just gonna have to move them a smidgen.
Just a smidge.
Just a smidgen. It only takes a smidgen to kill a pigeon.
Zero 107.
I think I'm just gonna make a massive jutting out piece though. Hello. I'm just gonna there, so boop this back. And then right here is where I lay so. That's that, and then boom. Oops, se jodió. Let me just clear my inventory of all the extra blocks. And then what do we do with a drunken sailor? I think I have to do it 2 blocks out, right? No. Just one. And then we turn it. Yeah, I think that the edge should be fine. And then we there, so. An etching sketch. There it is. And then we there, so. And then that hopefully. Ah, damn, we got one more window to do.
Ah, darn.
Son of a biscuit.
You got it, babe.
This is just gonna be a double window because double windows are sexy.
Yeah.
You don't think that double windows are sexy?
No, I said double windows are. I said, yeah, they are.
Actually, I think we are gonna have a separate window, but this one's just gonna be smack dab against this flipping column. Yeah, we're gonna there, so, and then. Nah, we can't this. We can't have this going smack dab against the thing. We're gonna also put this here. Dale, dale. Hacer eso. I just told my PlayStation off, people. And then what do we do? Okay, so we can't have it go all the way back. Pero we can at least boop it right against the wall. And then how many blocks do we have to go? Oh, 2. -2. Boom. There, now no one will ever know we made a mistake. First try, Damien. First try. Dame que ven. Do the columns up. And then I gotta figure out how the windows are gonna look in this area. So, 2, 2. Okay. Gonna do, nope, we can't do the, and we can do these. Oh, I gotta do on the other side. And then that is 6 and 1. I guess, yeah. Let's do only 3. Actually, we're gonna have. I'll just wrap around that extra layer. No, I don't want that. I wanted these. And then I go on this side. That's that, that's that. Now I just gotta do. Finish the crown. Boom. Míralo. Okay, so we got this half. Okay, so I know that this is even, but how wide is this building going to be? 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 18. Oh, damn, I'm good. Just gonna see how many windows we can actually stick over here. Might actually have a window in the middle. Nah. Okay, so it's 3 windows. And then we also just the 3. Three windows. Should this be like a newer roof or should it be an older roof? I think I'm gonna do like a newer roof. So it's just gonna be a plain light gray concrete. We're gonna de eso hacer eso como así. Make sure I didn't mess up the exterior. No, I did not. So that's Julio, Julio. And boom. Hacer eso. Hacen eso.
I think that the
Why am I sitting on the remote?
ah,
¿Qué pasó?
mm,
What's up?
no,
¿Qué pasó?
no.
What if they still have like the same governing body? Moreno and Cachi Plaza. But the only difference is that they just don't mess with them. They just don't like associate themselves with each other.
Ooh, maybe.
Like they both use the same office, but they don't, they don't talk while they're there. Okay, now. Nope. Okay, so we got that side of the building done. Okay, that's. Let me see. 48? No, okay, so it is 47. Voy de eso, hacer eso, como así.
Squid. Fill in the middle.
Ah, jodienda, no me diga eso.
Yes.
Okay, now is it all good?
You okay?
Yeah, I just messed up the first duping, so that was fun. Hello. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. There. Wait, I will do this. So I'm gonna situate. I think I'm gonna situate. I feel like that side I really wanted to be the front. So we're gonna leave this area all green, and then over in the other side we're gonna add a an area for the parking lot as well as the komoshirishi. Like maybe a dumpster. I don't flipping know. BRB. Well, so this is what we did. We just did the outer shell of the community center slash city hall for the barrio. This is going to be the Moreno Plaza barrio city hall. The Cachi Plaza, I want to do a similar style building. Maybe it'll be a little taller because Cachi Plaza, it's going to be a little taller than Moreno Plaza. So we're going to do it that way. Right here is going to be the hotel, like I mentioned earlier, and just a couple more buildings, and Moreno Plaza's all done. But thank you guys so much for watching the past, present, and future, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.